Here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager and our Road to Monument series. Finally back again. This time we're doing an under 23 race, probably one of the last one we're going to do, because next season we probably won't be able to participate in them, since we'll probably move to a better team if we can get a contract. I still haven't signed one yet. We're in about the middle of July now, so I can sign one, but I really want to try and move up to one of the big teams, one of the World Tour teams, instead of moving from a continental team to a pro continental team. I want to make the big leap and try on the top stages, and hopefully we can manage a good result there. This race is 4 stages long. It consists of 2 hill stages, a mountain stage, and a flat stage. So it is pretty much a GC rider who's going to win this one, which is a bit bad for me because, as you can see, my mountain stat is 58 and it's my lowest stat overall. Let's just stay on it. 70 hills, so I'm probably going to be one of the best riders in the race entirely, but it's going to be very difficult to win overall. We'll try our best on the hill stages. I don't know what we'll do on the mountain stages. I might drive it as well. I probably will drive all 4 stages in this video, and then we'll see what happens. But let's get to the final hill here. It doesn't seem like there's many hills, but maybe this climb around here is a good place to attack. It doesn't look that steep, but it actually looks just as steep as these climbs right here. So this is probably the moment where most riders will try and get away, and so it doesn't end up in a bunch sprint. Looking at the favorites, I'm a top 3 favorite. The highest hill stats in the game. I also have great flat stats, so if I get away I can easily power on with the great engine that I have on flat road. And yeah, let's get into the race, and hopefully we can start off with a bit of an advantage before the mountain stages. Okay, last 50 kilometers and I've gone a bit crazy here. It's only a 50-man peloton, so I decided why not try and go solo from a long way out. I never have the opportunity to do that on normal stages, so I'll try today. And I've already been out solo for like 80-90 kilometers now. It's a bit difficult to get away. You can see, apart from Vjert Smith from my team, everybody else is either dropped from the peloton or really tight. Only Askren is sitting back protecting Vjert Smith. I went solo at the beginning. The Askren protected me. I think it was harder actually. And yeah, I got a bit of a gap. A small group got away. You can see now there's only 18 men remaining in the peloton. And I have looked at the climbers, and there's not really that many climbers. So if I get a bit of a lead, I think I can actually even get a pretty decent top 10-15 finish, even on the mountain stage, just because I'm that strong on the other facets of the race. I have great overall stats, so mountain stats isn't going to matter too much. Right now it's just about managing energy to the finish line here. I think I can handle this and win this 2 minutes to a weak peloton with not many helpers. I could go down to 60, but I feel like I'm going to slowly lose time if I do that, so I'm sticking here right now at 65. I still think it's strong enough because I have the best flat stats in the peloton and my hill stats also the best. So this is a stage where I can really use that to my advantage and get a big gap as possible. I don't know if I get any XP for this type of race because it is under 23 race, and I can't remember if I have got a win or a breakaway here before. Closing into the final climb now, around 5-6 kilometers here. It isn't a categorized climb. I have won every single other climb so far. I'm increasing my gap more and more. Vjert Smith is just sitting back in the peloton. The pulse is 150, so I think they're going pretty fast as well. Back there, 18 riders. Larsen, oh wait, this isn't the peloton. Vjert Smith is in E2, so we have Askren and Vjert Smith in that group. Pulse is at 135 right now, so they aren't going that fast. Almost up to 4 minutes now. I have pretty much guaranteed myself this one. I go to 70 here. I could have got to 75 on the last climb as well. Just quickly get some water here, just because I can, before the stage ends. You can see the peloton, the break is really small. It's all the way back here with Smith. Askren, of course, not working because they have me out in the front of the race, so they'll just get ready for the mass sprint. 3 minutes. We have a rider getting away. It's Dennis. He was the rider who tried to join me on the first climb. He couldn't keep up with me. At one point, he was only 30 seconds behind me. He went solo, but he dropped back again, and I, of course, have increased my gap massively since then. That's the final climb. Pretty much done now. Yeah, we are done. We're going flat here, and then it goes downhill. A long, steep downhill before a little 2-3-4 kilometer flat before we reach the finish line. I think we can go up to 75 as well, just because it is pretty fast. We can actually go to 85. Just increase our lead by as much as possible now. It is downhill anyway. so we can easily handle this pace. Yeah, 95. I could have used more energy on the uphill part. Vjert Smith, my teammate's actually second right now, ahead of Dennis. This is going to be a 1-2 win probably here for Team TINKOFF. Vjert Smith, and then it's Dennis in third place right now, Bouchereau. So he has 70 mounts, and that's the guy I have to be worried about right now. The guy who's going to finish 4th probably here today. But it's going to be most likely a 1-2 victory here for Team TINKOFF, about 3 minutes ahead of my teammate Vjert Smith. Another minute down to Dennis. I can celebrate here, taking my first under 23 win in my second under 23 race. First race, of course, ended up with a photo finish, second place. Here comes Vjert Smith. Time still taking 2 minutes. He had a lot of energy left at the end here, so he's a great flat time trial rider as well. Loses about 3 minutes, probably going to be timed around 2:30. Then we have Dennis here. Bouchereau is just about catching him here. And Bouchereau here is probably going to be most worried about 5 minutes. Bouchereau and the rest of the peloton in about 6 minutes after I gained a huge amount. I think we're just going to simulate through stage 2, and then we're going to drive stage 3 and stage 4. Stage 2 is another hill stage, so I think I don't risk that much. Just simulating through that one. Okay, after simulating through stage 2, we ended up winning that as well. And apparently a big group finish. About 15 riders made it here. Vjert Smith, Larsen, Hardal again from our team. So 4 riders in the top 15. It's a pretty good result for our team. Other than that, Van Hooijdonk, 61. Looking for Bouchereau, he's down here as well. He's the guy I'm worried about tomorrow. But I have 6 minutes down to him. Let's see. Dennis 59, I have 58, so he's not going to be that much of a trouble for me. 61, nah. My teammate has 63, probably not going to be that much of a problem either. 61, 62, 70, 59, 61, 58, 60, 59. You see 69 here. This Patrick Haller, Bouchereau, and maybe some other riders as well. There's probably some others. Scott Davis, 67. There's probably the 3 or 4 riders with above 65 mountains, so it's not that much of a threat. We can just take a quick look at the profile here. It's a pretty long climb here at the end, but I think we can hang on and hopefully defend our leader's jersey. We did get some XP as well, didn't show you that, but we'll probably get some XP if we win overall as well, so I really want to secure that leader's jersey. Okay, we're into the last 30 kilometers now. We're down to a 21-man group. I still have a bit of energy left. We have Jeppesen, Vjert Smith, Steen took back to help me here, but we need to lose less than 6 minutes to where is he? The guy we're looking for, he's in that Bouchereau here. 70 hill, we only have 58. We want the weakest riders in the mountains, the entire peloton. We have good protections, and we have set up far front in the peloton, which is why we're still in the last half of the remaining peloton, honestly. But looking at the profile here, it is actually insanely. Look at the first climb here and the second climb, and the third climb is even higher and even longer. Probably not as steep, but it's still going to be really difficult to get a great result with home here. I'm hoping to end just around top 10 mark, not lose more than 3 minutes to Vjert Smith. He's my biggest competitor, even though he's on my team. He can still take it from me. Dennis is third. He's probably not going to be a threat for me. He's already struggling, it seems. Then we have, of course, Bouchereau. And we also have another guy with around, I think, 69 in what is it? In mountain stats. But I see, just put up to 90 here. Sitting around 8th, 9th, 10th position in the peloton here, where I see this Haller I was thinking about. He's also the other guy who I'm a bit worried about being only 6 minutes behind. But I don't think, if we can just ride at a slow pace until like the top of the climb here, I don't think we'll see any attacks 25 kilometers out on the climb, because that's a long way to go solo. There's 3 riders up in front. They're about 10-12 minutes behind each of them, so unless I lose 10-12 minutes to them here on the final climb, or 4-5 minutes more than I'm already behind right now, then I don't think there'll be a threat for me. But Smith has set himself up front, which is good and bad, because this costs me energy since he's better than me in the climbs. But on the other hand, yeah, it's a teammate and he's using energy even though he's my biggest competitor. So that might be to my advantage. I would like him to go back and get some water soon. 12 men remaining here. But it's good news for my like 5-6 BMC riders here. That's pretty impressive by them. Bouchereau doesn't have a teammates left either. Ackermann is the last remaining guy for Haller. I'm surprised Bouchereau doesn't have any teammates left, considering he should probably be the biggest favorites for the stage. Chonio here, a teammate for Bouchereau, comes back. Bit annoying. But the pace is pretty slow right now. Wirt Smith isn't even on 140 in pulse. Meanwhile, I'm about 140, 150 at all times apparently. Because, yeah, this isn't really my kind of terrain. Half of the climb already done. This is looking pretty good, honestly. Let's see if we can keep on. A bit of a downhill here. Was able to regenerate some energy here. Still 12 men left. Okay. Let's see what we have. About 7 minutes up to TINKOFF. He's 13 minutes behind, so I'm not really worried about any of these guys. The guy who's actually the best of them is actually the worst on this climb. So yeah, just like me, I'm best of all these riders this group, but I'm probably also the worst when it comes to mountain stats here. So yeah, we have that in common. This Chonio guy and Gaillard really want to get back to Bouchereau here. Dennis trying to defend his third place, but he's struggling as well, even more than I am. 59 mountains, he should even be better than me, but he's not been looking great so far. I'm sitting in 5th right now in the group. Still no action from Bouchereau or Haller, the 70 and 69 rated guys. There goes Bouchereau. Bit earlier than I would have liked. I would have liked it if he would have rated for like 4 kilometers more. Let's see, Wirt Smith will probably drop me here. Yeah, he does drop me. I don't know what I should do here. Should I just go at my own pace, or should I try and stay with the Ackermann, Davies and Shappy here, or whatever he's called. 6 man got away here. Bouchereau got away solo, didn't he? I can't lose more than 3 minutes. This is pretty poor. I'll try and go around 65 at my own pace. It's a bit of flat road here. Maybe that might be my advantage. But I've already lost 2.5 minutes. That's annoying. And Wirt Smith is just leading out. He's going to win this overall now, because he's taking this from me. How can you do this? How can you do this to your own teammate, Wirt Smith? You should be helping me, not driving away from me. I'm the yellow jersey. He already has over 3 minutes, doesn't he? He has 3:30 now as well. Oh well. So probably not going to win overall unless I can pull home a little miracle victory on the final stage now. They still haven't crossed the finish line, but they're so far ahead that it will be only a matter of time. Will not get a top 10 finish here. We can look at the time here. 2 minutes. Is that 2 or 3 up here? I can't really tell. I think it's 2. It was 2. He still hasn't crossed the line yet. We're into the last 3 kilometers now. Bouchereau crossed the line about 5:50, so I have about 8:50 or something like that to cross the line. I still have another kilometer to go. Well, it's going to be an exciting stage race, because I think I'm about a minute behind. I don't know about Bouchereau, but I lost it to my own teammate. Oh, this is so stupid. Why couldn't it just... He was the reason I even got dropped, because he was the one pacing so hard on the last climb. Oh well, I'm a bit pissed off at that, honestly. You can probably tell that. But I still have a chance to gain it back. I'm the best flat rider, but it's of course a lot more difficult to gain time on a flat stage than it is on a mountain stage. Let's get to the results before we get to stage 4. So with that result, of course, Wirt Smith take the lead. I'm about 1:12 behind. I do keep second place over Bouchereau by about 40 seconds. TINKOFF winning the stage and gaining 10 minutes on me, is now 6th overall. We still have 1 flat stage to go. Looks like this. It is pretty hilly. I don't know where I should make a move. Maybe on this climb right here. Yeah, we'll probably start it around here and we'll figure out what the best strategy is for us. Okay, so after that mountain stage, we're now 2nd overall. 1:12 behind Wirt Smith, 1:48 behind the guy who won the stage. TINKOFF is now up to 6th overall. Of course, also winning the mountain competition. It's tied with Baum, but there's no more climbs to go, so I think he'll win this. points we are probably going to win this because I'm expecting to win this stage. We need to get 112 here. I'm thinking about attacking at probably this climb right here, or maybe this one. It looked a bit steeper on the other profile when you go in here. It looks a bit steeper, I think, whatever it was I saw before. Hopefully we can get away. We are of course the best flat, so if we can manage to get a gap to any of the other favorites, we should be able to keep that gap going until the finish line. Let's try our best and hopefully win this race. Okay, so I got in a breakaway, but Will Smith, of all people, my own teammate, decided to bridge the gap up to us here. So I was hoping he wouldn't because I was his teammate, but it seems like he's just decided, who cares. This guy was in the breakaway all day long, so I don't really care too much if he wins the stage. Though I would like to win it myself as well. We're going to get caught by the breakaway again now. I was completely neutralized in my attempt here. I could still try to go away, but for now I just need to regain as much energy as possible here and try and gain a minute on like the last 10 kilometers. That's close to impossible. Luckily I have a guy protecting me here. Hardale here now as well, leading out here at a massive pace. There's this small little climb coming up at around the, 7-8 kilometer mark. Maybe that's a good point to try and just go all out attack at that point. Why can't I drop further back? I'm losing. I can't regain energy sitting so far up front. This is stupid. Oh well. Let's see what we can do here. Just regaining energy right now. Still about 5-6 kilometers to that climb. Apparently it's going to be insanely difficult to gain that time. I have more energy left than Will Smith though. That's maybe a plus. If I have to get any positive out of this, that's probably the best I can find. Will Smith leading out. I think it's, who are they leading out for a sprint? Maybe Bouchereau. I don't get why they would lead him out for a sprint. It's probably one of the other sprinters in this group. Of course, I ended up winning the first two hill stages. This is the first flat stage, which should end up in a mass sprint. So I have pretty much no idea. I completely forgot about attacking as well there. So I'll have to be now instead. Let's see. Okay, everything is fine. And now it's all about just attacking. It's a massively long sprint, this one. Olaflin is on my wheel here. I'm probably going to get away by about 30 seconds. I actually think I've won this stage, but it will probably most likely not be enough for the overall reach. I need to get like 120 or so, 112 from behind. Let's see. Actually, it could be pretty good. I end up winning the stage here. Olaflin takes about 30 seconds after me, 40, 50, 1 minute. I'm actually going to win it by this. I didn't even do anything. 130 for Van Hooijdonk. Wow, I attacked. I completely failed my attack. Then I forgot to attack. And then I panic attacked and it ended up actually working out. Let's just secure ourselves that we might have just won the Volta of Portugal to Futuro. So in a battle between two teammates, I end up taking the victory, beating Will Smith by a total of 29 seconds after beating him with, of course, 20 seconds on the stage plus I guess 9 or 10 bonus seconds. I don't exactly know what it was, but 112 behind plus 20 seconds plus I guess 9 seconds. So yeah, that's why it's 29. I think I was probably 111.9 behind him before, something like that. That's probably why it says 29 and not 30 seconds. But yeah, really happy about this win. Mountain classification and up, of course, getting 3rd place after not getting any points on the mountain stage itself. Points, we win 3 or 4 stages, and I think we got like just outside around top 15 on the 3rd stage, plus some bonus points on the way as well. That's probably why we're around 78 points. Young riders, of course, winning that as well, being as this is an under 23 race. I expect most of the riders, exactly all of them, to be competing here. Let's see if we get any XP for winning this race. We didn't get any XP for winning this race. Bit disappointing about this, but I'm really looking forward to right now is next weekend, 27th of July, we'll race in my home country, the Tour of Denmark. This is the first, I think, category 2 race down here. You can see this one. This is the first one I'm going to be accessing. So this is a new opportunity. We'll be facing tougher competition, and we'll be facing with new opportunities for getting XP. I'll try my best to go for breakaways and perhaps mountain or under 25 jersey. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, I certainly did, because this was certainly a roller coaster of status. Then please leave a like and a comment down below saying what you thought about the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.